Augie, straight away, Jeremy Doku, a worry, came off, went straight into the tunnel. If he's out for a while, how much of a hindrance is that for Pep Guardiola?
Yeah, it's a big one because at the time, Guardiola was really, well, I won't say he was angry with Grealish, but he was very animated with Grealish to say, hurry up and get ready because Doku had an issue. So it was something that came out of nothing. So he's obviously got an injury that they're worrying about. Doku's been great. He's been a real provider. So no Doku, no Grealish, but certainly for one game, they have got options. Let's be honest. They can put Foden down the left. They can put, Alvarez and Haaland up top. I don't think it's a massive blow, but it's a blow in the extent that he's been a good player for City. He's been a great signing. So they have got options, though. That is the one thing that City losing players is not quite as significant as other teams losing players. But, Villa away without Rodri, without Grealish, that poses a challenge, especially if Doku's missing as well. So it'll be interesting to see how they go this week because City's squad is deep, but it's not deep enough that it can't accommodate losing players like that.
Janusz?
Your question about the misses? Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to add. I mean, Bernardo Silva, you saw it in the second half. I mean, last season, remember how great he was on the right-hand side, especially in the Champions League. So he can play there. Rico Lewis can play anywhere. You can pull Alvarez. I don't think it's a worry. The worry is, again, how quickly teams put it together. This is the time, as we've seen it. I mean, look, Liverpool's there. We've seen what happened today. I mean, that wasn't all that pretty, and perhaps a little bit lucky, those 2 late goals to get results. Arsenal, very, very impressive, but they left a little bit of doubt in how they gave away control. But Arsenal are for real. We need to talk about him because I think this is a team that continually is making progress and continually is getting better and better. And this time they believe because they did beat Manchester City. Remember last year we were, how far Arsenal were from City, and we're still saying, you know what, they didn't play them yet. Because remember that I think it was rescheduled that one game where they played both in a cup game in the second half of the season. So we always kind of waited for that. And City, of course, have proven that. I think they won all 3, didn't they? So that's different psychologically for them. And right now it looks tight, but this is the time where everything will shake out because you're going to have to really, for every team, and that includes Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs, Newcastle, who are doing tremendously well. And a lot of these teams will pay the price in the next month. They will pay the price. If they don't have issues yet, they're going to start to have them. And the last thing you want to do is to allow City to get themselves together, because when that happens, then I think your problems are going to be way, way bigger than the problems that City have.
Okay, before you go, because I know there's a few things going on over there. You got to write for our website as well. Let's give a little love to Tottenham. No Cuti Romero serving the last match of his suspension. No James Maddison, right? Richarlison used only in case of emergency, which is what Postecoglou had to do at the very end, and they come away at the Etihad with a point. It's pretty remarkable, yes.
Yeah, but 4. In the defence tonight. So we're talking about City having 4 centre halves. It's Spurs the other way. So a makeshift defence against the most formidable attacking team in the country with Haaland always on the shoulder. So a great result. And I think after the Chelsea defeat, Spurs have been on a slippery slope because of those injuries. Mickey van der Ven as well has been a really big signing for this year. And he's been missing as well. So to come here and get a result is a real big thing for Tottenham. I think it will give them that lift. And they've got a tricky period ahead. I think they've got Newcastle coming up as well, which is a big game, in terms of the top 6. But Spurs there's something about Tottenham, and whether it's a Postecoglou thing or they've got a real tenacity, and they have got one of the most undervalued stars of the Premier League is in Heung-min Son. I think he's an amazing player, and he would grace, Man City's team, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, you name it. He's a sensational player, and Tottenham are, very lucky to have him because he probably has had opportunities to leave Tottenham in the past. And I think he was a big part of the Harry Kane, situation at Spurs in terms of all the goals he scored. But I think the fact that Son is still there is a massive thing for Tottenham because he's a world-class player, and he showed it again today. Great goal, and he gave City no end of trouble all day. And I think while he's fit and scoring goals, Spurs have got a chance of staying in touch with the top 6.